In today's lesson we're looking at ratio. So what we're asked to do here is write the following ratios in the simplest form. So we've got this diagram here, and the first part of it is looking at the height of the cliff compared to the distance of the ship from shore. So one of the things that's really important with our ratios is that we put our sequence of numbers in the correct order. So first thing we're going to do is just have a look at this in terms of the height of the cliff. So first thing we can do is just write the height of the cliff, which we can see here is 80 metres. And we're comparing that to the distance of the ship from the shore. So that's 3,600. 3,600. Now when we write a ratio, rather than writing the 2, we put a semicolon in there. Now because we've got the same units, we can just leave the question as is. So it's going to be 80 to 3,600. So that's our ratio. But the second part of the question, really important that we come back to this, is that we're asked to provide it in the simplest form. Now obviously if we know our times tables really well, we can just divide by the highest common factor. But if not, we can go through and just say divide by 2. So that's going to be 40 to 1,800. Divide by 2 again, which will get me to 20 and 900. We can divide by 2 again, so that gets me to 10 and 450. Divide by 2 again, so that will get me to 5 and 225. And then we can divide by 5, so that gets me to 1 and 45. So the ratio of distance from the height of the cliff to the distance of the ship is 1 to 45. Now we've got the same question here. What we've done though is the ratio is in the opposite order. So the distance of the ship from the shore, so that's 3,600 metres, to the height of the cliff, so that's 80 metres. Now one other thing we probably should just note here is that this question is quite easy in that both units are the same, so they're both in metres. If it was kilometres, you'd have to convert them to the same unit. But anyway, moving forward from here, so we've got the same numbers here, so we do know that this one's going to be flipped. We go 45 and 1. So the distance of the ship from the shore to the height of the cliff is 45 over 1. So that's writing the ratios. Now part B of this particular question asks us to compare the distance of the ship from the shore. So the ship from the shore is 3,000, let's just write this here, so question B. So it's 3,600. And we're comparing that to the height of the cliff. So over 80. Now if you pop that into the calculator, you're going to come up with the answer of 45. One of the things that we have to do here is when we make a comparison, we need to understand these two numbers. So what we actually do is we leave it as a fraction. So it's 45 over 1.